Day 2, back from the gym just now, showered up. How am I feeling? Last night, I felt really weak. You know when you haven't eaten food in ages, your body just wants to shut down. That's how I felt. I felt really weak, didn't really want to move, just made me feel uncomfortable, a bit achy maybe. Guess that's how you can explain it. I didn't help, also had to get up at 3 a.m. to take my girlfriend to the airport, but got back, slept a bit, and then went to the gym. I was a bit skeptical and I almost didn't go, but ended up going to the gym. It was okay. I definitely felt a bit meh, not as strong as usual, not as powerful as usual, so that was definitely impacted. I remember seeing people did say that they actually had better gym sessions, but maybe not today, we'll see tomorrow. Nevertheless, did my usual routine, got it done, so I do actually feel quite good now. I mean, I usually feel good after gym anyway, but I don't know if it's to do with this. I actually feel like, I don't know, quite good. Like, I feel like I've got a bit of energy, a bit more than usual. I've been drinking my electrolytes. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I have learned 2 things so far, and I think it's important to touch on them. Number 1, we probably take food for granted. You never really think about eating as... Obviously, you appreciate food sometimes, right? But on a day-to-day basis, when it becomes so routine to eat at X and then eat dinner at X, like, it becomes routine. And yeah, you can sit down every meal and be grateful. Fair enough if you do that. But me personally, and I'm sure I speak for a lot of other people, now I don't have it. I'm actually grateful for it. And I was looking at dinner last night from my friend, thinking, oh, I'd love to eat that right now. And before, like, I'd crave food, but like, not like that. So that's one thing, like, and learn from it as well. Be grateful for everything, not just your food. Be grateful when you have nothing, and be even more grateful when you have everything. So that's one thing. And the second thing, yeah, I can't lie, I completely forgot what I had to say. If it comes back to me, I'll definitely put it back in. Oh, it was actually really good as well. Fuck, it was a really good point. I've been thinking about it all morning. Yeah, man, feeling not too bad, you know. I'm quite happy. I don't know if it's placebo, but I do feel a bit more leaner, a bit less body fat. Obviously, that's partly down to bloating, I guess, as well. Bloating, and obviously maybe my body's using up a lot of the fat storage, like we read earlier, and just breaking it down. So I'll be interested to see what I weigh and how I look after this. That's another thing. Yeah, I'm gonna get on with some work, and I'll chat to you guys in a bit. I feel so weak right now. It really isn't that bad, like as bad as I thought, but I don't know, I just feel really weak and a bit shivery like I did last night. Don't really feel that sorry for myself, but I don't know, I don't feel the best. I've seen people say it gives you loads of energy, and that's what I was hoping for, and to feel really good. But nah, it's like I'm not digging it, but it's going alright, and I'm sure we'll reap the reward of it. Also, the food is getting to me today worse, like not the hunger, but like wanting to eat. Like, I've seen so many like food reels and shit, and it's just, oh my god, there's so much I'd want to eat right now. And I guess maybe that's another thing I'm grateful for, is that I'm actually able to put a meal on a plate whenever I want and not have to worry about food. And there's plenty of people in the world who don't have to do that. So I guess that's another thing it makes you more grateful for, not just being grateful that we have food. I still can't remember that other point I was going to make. I know it's going to come to me at some point. Pushing through. Time is 5:45, day 2. So we've got another 30 odd hours and put sleep in between that. It's not too bad. I'll see how I feel tomorrow, but I might just end up eating as soon as the clock hits 12 tomorrow. Can't remember if I mentioned this already, but they did say do not eat really big straight away, because you can undo everything you just did and actually promote putting on more weight just as quickly as you lost it. I think start off with something like a smoothie, very, very light lunch and dinner. So I really don't want to fuck it up and undo the hard work. But yeah, I'll also do like a post fast, how I feel, how it went, kind of what I ate after, because I know some of you may be interested in doing that. So it's the morning of day 3, the final day. I'd say the last supper, but pretty ironic. 9:30 in the morning. I didn't just wake up, I've been awake, but I am in bed. I'd usually be finishing up in the gym about this time, but decided to skip because I just feel too weak and shaky. I just can't do it, and it's leg day as well, and that's one that would take a big toll on my body, and I would probably end up fainting. Yesterday in the gym, I was doing some Henley rows, and I actually thought I was going to pass out. I had to just compose myself for a bit, but leg day would take it out of me. I know when I got to squats that my body would not like it at all. I went into this positively. I like to think anyway. I guess people's bodies react differently. Like, seen some people say they get loads of energy from it, but obviously I've heard the other end of it as well, and I've got most of the other end, but just hopefully the internal benefits pay off. That's what matters. I would really like to go to the gym today. I just can't. I'll have some water and electrolytes and see how I feel, but I just don't feel right, and there's no point overexerting myself just for the day. I can catch up on the gym later this week, but I'm hoping to make it to the 72 hour. The only thing that would stop me is just just feeling just too bad, or like something bad's gonna happen. But mentally, I'm fine to go there, go that long. I could go another day probably, but physically, nah, don't know about that. We'll see. Tell you what, I'm glad I didn't go to the gym. Just been up and down the stairs. I'm getting really short of breath. I don't know if that's normal. I just feel like I can't breathe. Probably not a good thing. I'm gonna have to watch that closely, but oof, that's not good. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna eat. And actually, I just found out that I can eat when I have my last meal instead of, I don't know why I thought it'd be the midnight when I started the day. It's actually 72 since the last meal, right? Just reading. See that? People be fasting for 30 days, 40 days. That's incredible. I could not do that. Surely you die, mad. Right, I've read a lot of articles trying to plan what I'm going to eat after. This is the plan of action. So obviously you don't want to shock your system straight away with loads of solid foods and fats and sugars. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a vegetable soup thin. I'm going to make a batch so I can have it for dinner tonight when the 72 hours is done. And then I'm going to make enough so that I can also have that for lunch the next day. Because I don't eat breakfast, I go gym and then I eat lunch. So I'm going to do that. And then for dinner that night, I'm probably going to have a bit of a richer, a little bit thicker soup. Maybe something tomatoey, a bit oniony. Maybe put some chickpeas in there or something. Then I might make another batch so I can have that for lunch the next day as well. And then for dinner that night, I'll introduce fats a bit more. Something like avocados with either like yogurt or cream cheese or something. And the day after that, so that's 48 hours. Day after that, similar kind of thing. Try and introduce a bit of something else. Maybe something like eggs with some fat, just so I can get a bit more protein in. Maybe with some avocados or something. And I'll see how I feel. And day 4, I'll probably start eating like proper protein again. Maybe fish. I won't go heavy with some like thick red meat. Some fish, probably salmon. And then day 5 and 6, I'll probably try resume as normal. But I'll keep you guys updated on that anyway. That's the eating plan of action. I need to find some thin soups to make, some thick soups to make, and the other ones I'll just plan as they come. I'm gonna make a tomato and onion soup, and that one's gonna be like a watery vegetable soup, which is gonna be, I'm gonna have a couple servings of it for tonight for my breaking, and then lunchtime tomorrow. And I'll just freeze the rest, to be fair, but yeah, I'm cooking this one first, I don't know why, but yeah. Literally, onions, tomatoes, water, same for that, but then vegetables. Right, first for soup one, got tomato and onion, that one's simmering now, and then I'll blend it. For the first one, we're gonna do onions, broccoli, courgette, carrots, that was a must, and then cabbage, and cauliflower, yeah, and that's all gonna go in there. And that's going to be like a watery thin soup, like I said. They did say avoid fats and dairy. Not avoid fats, avoid dairy pretty soon in. This is going to be tomorrow's dinner and the day after, which is when I could be introducing some dairy, but I'm only going to add a little bit anyway, just to thicken it and just get a little bit of fat in my body. Can't even lie, it's not just because I'm hungry. It smells unreal right now. It smells so good. I wish I could describe it to you. Maybe like if you've had bubbling squeak before and it smells like that. Oh my god, it smells so good. I wish I could actually eat it and it not be a soup, but yeah, lovely. The time is now 6:51. Meaning, got an hour left of the fast, so I'm basically done. I'm gonna heat up my soup at 8, have a little bit of that. I'm sure I'll get really full really quickly. I did want to speak about a few things and drop a few data sets. I can't lie. I planned to do it today, but I can't lie, I just don't feel up for it. I've done like half a day's work. I just been trying to relax. Like, I don't know. I don't want to relax, but I feel like I haven't got a choice. I just feel so worn out, just so weak. Like, I can't even do anything, just really unmotivated. But it's fine, you live and you learn. But that's one thing I was surprised about. I thought I would get a lot of energy from this. It's kind of just been a downward slope of energy loss. But these things happen. I've got a new immune system. My whole body's cleared out, hopefully. Yeah, I'm excited for it, and I'm really, really happy I did it. And more the mental goal as well, like to prove myself I could do it. I'm done. Like, oh fucking hell, look shattered. What the fuck? Oh. Anyway, glad I did it, and I'll report with you post fast. But I mean, that's the main part of it. That's the journey. Maybe you guys can learn something and do the same. Oh yeah, I did do my before and after pictures, so I've done that now. I'm gonna go weigh myself right now. I'll step on the scale without the camera. Let's see what it's saying. So we started at 80. What, 79.6? 76.2. That's fucked. I worry a lot of that is muscle mass, which is what I was really worried about. So I know some of that will be that. But part of that's fat loss. That's not bad. What is that, 76? That's a good 3 kg in 3 days. That's insane to think about. Bearing in mind I've got water weight in me, a lot of water weight, but still, it's probably even more. That's mental, I can't lie. 3 kg, that's a kg a day, man. So yeah, that's my weight loss. Right, I had my meal last night. It didn't hit as much as I thought, but I was grateful for it. So that is one good thing. I've got soup again. I had it for breakfast because I didn't go to the gym again because I feel better, but I do still feel a bit weak, a bit shaky. So I have it. Finished that soup off for lunch, and then I've got the tomato one which has a bit of yogurt in it, and so I'll have that in the evening. If I get hungry in the afternoon, I'll probably have a little bit just to keep me going, and just like, it might even be good just to have a little portion of the dairy first, and then yeah, I'll probably start going into my solids a couple days after, have like avocado and eggs or something. But I will check in with you probably around the time I start eating my solids, just to see how I'm getting on, and then I'll check in with you once more when I'm eating properly again, and I'll let you know how I feel. I'll give you a full rundown, and I'll probably have a proper sit down. But yeah, in between then, there's not really much need unless there's an update, but yeah. Right then, let's have a little chat. I finished the diet. I'm eating normally again, normal foods, usually what I'd eat. I'm back on that. I think we should just review how it's gone, and would I recommend it to you, and how I felt, that kind of thing. So I went into it with high hopes, and obviously you can read as much as you want online, but everybody's body is different, and they're going to respond in completely different ways to everyone else. And thought it's going to be, I feel really good, I feel really clean, I feel loads of energy. It's not what happened. I got progressively worse. I got progressively weaker. It affected me going to the gym, it affected my moods. I'd say I felt not low, but just like unmotivated. Work-wise, it didn't affect my concentration levels, to be fair. Like, if anything, it made it feel better. But I would say, because I felt unmotivated, it did make me want to work less. So it was a bit of a weird barrier between working really hard and then not wanting to work at all. But I managed it. Internally, I mean, you can't really say. You can hope that, well, the science works and it's true, and that you are actually feeling better and you are going to benefit from it. So I guess that's one thing, and I'm sure that definitely happened, given I went 3 days without food. So that is a positive. Would I recommend it? Yes, I'd recommend it based on the fact that you know the science is going to work, and that the benefits internally actually work, and that you will reap the reward for it. It's a good mental challenge, I will add that, especially if you like eating. I feel like I've said that so many times in this video, but look, it is a good mental challenge, like to go 3 days without food and test yourself. Definitely a good thing to try. How you feel in the time? Listen, I mean, it probably depends on your body. It probably depends what you're doing. I mean, doing 2 big gym sessions, whilst people do go to the gym whilst they do it and say they feel so much more energy and feel more pumped when they work out, fair enough. That wasn't me in this case. But yeah, I'd probably give it a 7.5 out of 10. The process was hard, but hopefully the outcome is even better. So yeah, I can't complain. I'm glad I do it. I'm probably going to do it 2 times a year, just to keep my gut healthy, keep my insides healthy, flush me out, whatever. But yeah, like, as far as I feel now, I'm back to normal. I feel good, I guess. I feel good. It's hard to compare. You can say, oh, I feel like I've got more energy. It might be a little bit more placebo, but I feel fine. And as long as you keep eating clean. And again, on the placebo thing, I noticed maybe like there's a few things here and there that I'm like, oh, that's gone, or oh, this is improved. Just like things with my body or with my mind. Like I said, it could be placebo, but listen, if it helps you sleep at night, there are other things that I feel could have been helped from it and have boosted my immunity as well. So if you like content like this, drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already, put the notification bell on.